everyone, I'm Kate from the Cake Tin, and today I'm going to be making one of my favorite pastries, baklava, but I'm giving it a little bit of a festive twist with some molasses sugar and some spices, and it will be the perfect dessert to serve, well, anytime really. The hero of this baklava is a molasses sugar, which is the most unrefined sugar that you can get. It's got a really deep kind of licorice treacly flavor and a really fudgy texture, which is going to add loads of extra flavor to this baklava and make it a little bit less sweet. This sugar is so good that I eat it on its own out the bag, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. So the first step is we need to make the syrup that's going to drench our baklava afterwards, and that's really simple. I've weighed out the glucose in the saucepan already, and then I'm going to add the molasses, the natural molasses sugar. It's a little bit clumpy now, but it's going to dissolve beautifully later. And then 2 cinnamon sticks, zest of 2 oranges. You could use nachi as well, which would be so delicious. And then we're going to pour in the water. So now that our syrup is made, we're going to make the filling next, which is super simple. A lot of pecan nuts that have been chopped roughly. So we've got some crunchy bits and then some finer bits in between. And then we've got some candied citrus peel. So this is going to give that festive kind of like mince pie, Christmas cakey kind of flavor to it. And then we've got some spices, some cinnamon, nutmeg and cloves. And then just mix that together. Okay, so the next part is the fun part, which is assembling the baklava. So we're going to start with a roll of phyllo. I like to use one roll at a time, so this one doesn't get dried out. We're going to unwrap it, unroll it. And then whenever you aren't working with the sheets, I like to cover mine with a damp tea towel, a clean one, just to make sure it doesn't go dry and cracky.
Dry and cracky.
Dry and cracky, that's a thing. So I'm going to work with 5 sheets at a time. And we're going to layer it with the filling, and I've got some melted ghee. Making my baklava logs. They've been sleeping under the damp cloth, and I'm going to now slice them into rounds, and we're going to pop them into a roasting tray. So I'm looking at about 2.5 centimeters thick. It's going to be the chef's piece. And then we're just going to arrange them cut side up in the roasting dish, and then they're going to get baked until they're beautiful and flaky and golden brown. Now our babies are ready to bake, so I've preheated my oven at 150 degrees Celsius, And we're gonna bake them until they're lovely and golden brown, and then they're gonna get a lovely warm bath in our molasses syrup. So once you've doused your baklava in the syrup, ideally you should let it cool so it can soak up all that delicious syrup. But I've never been one for self-restraint, so I like to eat them raw with a scoop of ice cream that kind of like melts into the sauce. That's my favorite way. If you want to get the recipe, head over onto thecakettin.com. All I can think about is my sandwich.
Oh my gosh, are you actually joking?